Hi, my name is Cris Mathew, and I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Houston Physicians Hospital. I participate in the sports medicine team. One of my special skills or interests is hip arthroscopy. And hip arthroscopy is a relatively new procedure that's done to preserve the hip. One of the things we've discovered through the years is that the hip is a very, very intricate joint that involves a lot of areas of the body. And evaluating the hip is a very tedious process, so having a specialist is extremely important. One of the skills I have with hip arthroscopy is that I'm able to repair structures like the labrum, which is a gasket seal around the socket part of the hip. Also, I'm able to remove the extra bone that can form that can cause these labral tears. Other things are the hip also has a rotator cuff, and so I'm able to repair those arthroscopically with small incisions. So as a hip arthroscopist, it's a pretty unique skill to have, but alongside with that I'm able to do the general orthopedic sports medicine, which includes multi-ligament knee reconstructions as well as meniscus repairs, and I also participate in performing joint replacements from the shoulder, elbow, and knee, and I use the robotic assistance for that, which makes it a little bit more advanced. Hip arthroscopy is a procedure where a small camera is inserted through a small incision along the outside of your hip. That incision actually allows us to work inside the ball and socket joint so we can visualize all types of structures, including the bone, the cartilage, and the labrum. Alongside with that, we're able to evaluate the muscles as well. So it's a great way of getting good visualization and providing good repairs in really small incisions. Signs and symptoms of hip problems can include pain in the groin, pain outside along the hip. Oftentimes people can complain of snapping symptoms or pain when they're sitting down or standing up, or weakness when they're walking. So because the hip is a very complicated joint, there are a lot of issues that can occur around it. Things like the rotator cuff muscles around the hip becoming weak or having tears, then folks can complain of feeling like their hips are weak when they're walking. Other things like labral tears, where folks that are sitting down, like trying to get out of a car or sitting in a chair for a prolonged period of time, can complain of really tight groin pain and swelling or clicking. Other things like snapping hip, where the hip actually makes an audible snap when it's moved in certain directions, can also be issues that can be treated as well.